Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gladys and I'm one to three beautiful children, two boys and one very special girl. I call her very special because it's not that all of them are not special. They're very special to me, but because she has special needs, so I call her a very special girl. So if you're new here, like I said, welcome. And for the returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for your support for over the months. I only started this YouTube channel this year, I think around March this year or February, I don't know. And I just want to say thank you so much for all the people that have been supporting me from the day one that I started. I'm not taking this for granted. I just want to say thank you so much. Okay, so today I have, like, when I started this channel, I have few, topics that I wanted to treat, because the main purpose of me starting this channel is by me sharing my journey as a mom of special needs, and sharing, some of the things that I do and some of the way that I cope with, stress and all that, just to motivate somebody out there that might be going through the same thing or might be in the same position as me. So today's topic, I'm going to be treating how I juggle between being a mom and being a carer. Okay? Being a mom and being a carer. So on today's topic, I don't want to do this alone. Like, I want to throw it open. So I'm going to be sharing my own. I want you to go under the comment section and tell me how you cope, how you do yours. Or even a normal mom, like, it don't have to be a special need mom. Like, how do you juggle, between, making sure your children, especially like some of the, single parents out there, I bow, like, it's not easy, like, to bring up a child, not to talk of 2, 3, 4 children. Like, I just want to say you are doing so well, you are doing so great, and don't look at yourself as maybe a failure or anything. Like, it is not easy, I tell you that. I'm one myself, and I know it is not easy, like, to be a special need mom and being a single mom. Okay, it is not an easy job. So yes, so like I said, today we'll be talking briefly about how I juggle between being a carer and a mom. I would say it's two different things, being a mom and being a carer. Okay, so I will break it down. So as a mom, you know what you're supposed to do with your child, like normal training that you're supposed to give to them, how you're supposed to discipline them when they do anything, how you're supposed to help them with their schoolwork, how you're supposed to make sure they are well fed, how you're supposed to know, like, they have proper, clothing, they have all their needs met and all that. Yeah. But being a carer is making sure all her medical needs are met, all her extra needs are met, all her appointments are met, all her, supplies and medical supplies are put in and all. It's a lot of things. But I tell you, I'm very, for people that know me very well, they know I'm very organized. And I try to juggle this, even though it's not easy, but for the past 13 years or almost 14 years I've been doing it, is just because I have a routine in place, and that's been helping me. So I want you to share your own with me as well. Like, I'm not in this alone. Like I said, we are just, putting heads together and sharing our experiences and learning from it. So I'm going to tell you mine, and I want you to go under the comment section and tell me yours. I can learn from yours and you can learn from me. All right? Okay. Don't mind me, I play too much. Anyway, so what I do is, as a mom, if you have a child with special needs, it comes naturally. Like, you want to be very careful. You know, you don't want to hurt that child too much. You don't want to make the child cry so much, especially a child that spent her first 18 months, 1.5 years in the hospital before she was discharged. A child that you were told that she wasn't going to make it. A child you were told that she wasn't going to talk. A child that you were told that she wasn't going to walk. A child that you didn't even know when she was born that she was even going to go to school. Now, tell me, if you were in my position, how are you going to treat that child? Okay, so I'm going to share the way I do mine, because everybody knows me. I'm a bit of a disciplinarian, all right? I'm not harsh. I just, like to put children straight, okay? When I say no, my no is no. So my child, my daughter, I started with her very, very, very early, even when she was in the hospital, from very young age, even when she was still fragile, she was still sick. When she wants something, okay, I make sure, if it's something that she cannot have, at that time, I tell her no, I don't let her have it. Because maybe it's something that can harm her. It's not something that she's not supposed to be playing with. It's not, it's not everything that you allow children to play with. Like, some children, like, they just want to. And if you allow them once, I tell you, they will keep going for that thing, because you have allowed them once. They will keep doing the same thing. They will keep asking you for the same thing. These children, they are very wise. So you have to be very careful and very wise as well, extra wise to deal with them, okay? So I started, from there. Then I was, like I said, I separated being a mom from being a carer. So when her needs, her special needs, like her medical needs to be met, like I make sure everything is done right way. I make sure those are met, but that will not stop me from. So if she does anything wrong, I will correct her instantly. If it is out of the house, like, I've trained her to this extent that even the high contact alone, she knows what I'm talking about. So I can't, because I have a child that have special needs, then I want to just pamper her until she gets really spoiled. And in future, I will start blaming myself, you see. So we still have to, chastise them in love. Like, there's a way you can, caution a child or discipline a child with love. You don't have to beat them, or which some people do. I don't do it. It's not allowed actually here in Europe. You can't be hitting your child, but we still have a way of doing it, or give them a kind of punishment. Like, I know my child likes to go on a laptop or on her devices to play games, and if she does anything wrong, maybe I've told her not to do that thing, and she goes ahead, she does that thing, I just tell her, you're not having your device for the day. That's big enough punishment for her, because she loves, when she's not in school, she loves to have a device. I don't let her go on her phone or device Monday to Friday, so only weekends. So she wants to utilize that weekend to do, activities on her device, which I still monitor as well. So, like I'm saying, if you have a child, not necessarily a child with special needs, we need to put our feet down sometimes. Like, these children, they can maneuver you, they can manipulate you. You will be surprised the way they will turn you left and right, trying to get things done, trying to get something from you. As a parent, you should know if this thing will hurt my child, or if this is the right thing for her to do or for him to do, before taking any decision. And the decision you would take, just make sure it's not something that we, make them feel unloved. So you have to, sometimes we have to explain to them the reason why we are taking that decision, or the reason why we are saying no. I know it's difficult for some people, some area they don't do that, but here we've been like, I've gone through a lot of trainings and I've got, some experience as well of how you can, still allow a child to do something, and later on you tell that child, you see what, I've allowed you to do this, but it is not a right thing, because sometimes there are some things that you just allow them to do to satisfy. You sit them down and let them know, look, this is not right for you. I said no. It's not because I hate you. It's because I feel this thing you are doing is not the right thing for you, and it can hurt you, or you can, So that's just it. So like I said earlier on, I don't put the two together. So being a mom and being a carer is two different things. Two different things. And when I'm doing my carer job, I do it like a professional, like a proper professional. Where I'm supposed to do my hand hygiene, I do it. Whenever I'm doing her feed, whenever I'm doing her medications, everything that a trained nurse will do with her, I do as a carer as well. And I have to make sure her appointments are met, her medications are collected, her supplies are collected. Everything is on me. Make sure she's well dressed. I help her sometimes to dress up because she has one weak part of her shoulder, which is the right part. So sometimes she struggles with some kind of clothing. So I help her to do that as well. So to sum this up, all I'm saying is, being a mom and being a carer, I've been able to juggle the two together because I know the difference of the two. And I don't let one disturb one. I don't let one, distract one. I don't know if that's the word for it, but I just make sure when I'm doing my job as a carer, which is like a job in quotes, I do it properly. And when I'm being a mom, I have to be a mom. That's natural. And, being a mom is natural. All right. Okay. Yeah. So don't mind me. I play too much. All right. So if you have anything, like I said initially, if you have any advice, if you have any way you do yours, if you're a carer like me to a special needs child or children, or a mom like me, share in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. I'm throwing it open now. Like, let's have a conversation. Let's share ideas. How do you, talk to your children if they are doing something wrong? How do you even, step in as a mother to make sure they are going the right path? How do you step in when it comes to their schoolwork? For me, I'm not a teacher by profession, but I'm a teacher to my child, because whenever she comes home, I sit down, whatever she does in school, or she did in school for that day, I explain everything again to her, because for her, she finds it more difficult sometimes to, understand when she's in this class setting. So I just make sure when she comes home, I sit her down 1 or 2 hours and we go through it again. So please don't hesitate to share your experience with me. Let's talk. Let's have conversations. Let's engage in this thing. I want this topic to go wild. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends, with your family. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the subscribe button. I'm watching you on 4K Plasma TV. So until I see you on my next topic, do not forget that God loves you. Bye.